I thought Ashley. Ashley always dances behind me really quick. But I get to see everybody. Hello. And welcome to the Writers Wrap Up. How is everybody doing today in the chat? Let us know. We're going to kick off Camp NaNo. I have been on streams all day, so I have seen so many people being productive. Either they're doing NaNo or they're just trying to do other things and they're hanging out to be supportive. It's been a great first day of NaNo so far, so we're going to keep it rolling. I have some guests with me today, and we're going to introduce ourselves first, and then we're going to talk about what we did last month and what our plans are going forward. We're going to do sprints because we're going to try to be a little bit less chatty so we can get a good start and make sure everybody hits whatever their first day goals are, whatever that is for you. So we're going to start with Margaret and we go clockwise around. Margaret, introduce yourself.
All right. This is the first time I've done this, so you're going to have to remind me as I go. I remember, what did I do last month? So let's see. June was a cool down month for me. I did a big readathon in May, and then I just sort of took it easy in June. I did my normal things for BookTube, for Patreon. I traveled down to California where I am now and just sort of got my bearings again and discussed what I was going to do for July. So I think we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Also working on several short stories and that secret collection thing that's going on. And yeah. So in case you don't know who I am, because I haven't been on Nia's channel in a while, my name is Margaret Pinard. I have a channel that is based mostly on BookTube, but some on AuthorTube. And so this is where I do collaborations with other authors on their channels. But I write historical fiction, just like Nia, and even some historical fantasy, just like Nia. So yeah, really getting into it with the short stories, getting wilder and wilder at each iteration. So great.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I'm Shanon, and I have the YouTube channel SC Huston. I'm also author under the pen name of SC Huston of YA fantasy. At least that's what I have published at the moment. I am now writing a romantic fantasy series, and I'm also a Loki mom with Nia. That he was just here, but he left out. And his brother is sleeping on my bed. Thor is sleeping, but yes. So I am one half of the AuthorTube Writing Conference, the first of its kind, a free writing conference that anybody can attend. Is July 15th through the 17th. We would love for you guys to be there live when everything is running, because we will have lots of giveaways. We have over 21 prizes to give away of over $350 worth, which we will talk about in a video that's going to come out tomorrow on mine and Jenna's channel. And Jenna O'Malley is my partner with the AuthorTube Writing Conference, so we're looking forward to that. And then I'm also 1/3 of the trio of the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast with Morgan Lee and Ben Pick from Running to Write, where we interview self-published authors about their self-publishing journey and what's working for them and not working for them. And we just had a video come out today on Peter Okonkwo, who's also in the YouTube community as part of the BookTube community. He reviews AuthorTuber books. That is his, well, not AuthorTuber, indie books. So it's not specifically AuthorTuber, but indie books. That is the goal of his channel, is to review indie books to get them more notice in the sphere of publishing. So last month I didn't work on much. I think the only writing I did was during the WWW weekend, and I wrote 18,000 words that weekend in my next book. I did it all through dictation. Wow. So dictation is really great. Have not touched it since then because just had too many things going on. And AuthorTube Writing Conference is taking a whole lot of my time. I'm trying to make sure that everything running smoothly. And I have a great partner in Jenna O'Malley. She keeps me on track with everything. She's like, hey, we need to do a video on this. She's even got it outlined for the next year, what video we're putting out every month during writing sprints on how to cover things with the AuthorTube Writing Conference. And she sent it to me. I'm like, wow, I thought I was detailed. So really great partner there. So she's really awesome. And yeah, so I would like to be able to continue writing in my first book of my next series, which is romantic fantasy. The working title is Scales and Feathers, because it is a dragon shifter romance, fantasy romance. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try and actually do some writing today during Nia's sprints, because I have not done it all day. And I've been in lots of sprints, but haven't done any writing.
Oh no.
So.
Hi, I'm Ashley Patago over on Twitch is where you can normally find me doing writing and productivity sprints. I am a songwriter and a writer for mostly middle grade audiences. And I have way too many hobbies that I talk about over on Instagram. And here in June, the month of June for me was kind of also a cool down month. In May, I wrote a contemporary middle grade. It was the first one I'd ever tried. And I zero drafted that. And then I had lots of really big plans and ambitions for June, but I forgot that when the kids first come home after school is out, that there's like a transition period. So it actually worked out well that I'd finished a project, and then we had these couple of transition months as a family where we tried to figure out how our summer should look, which is hilarious because we're not having the same week to week. So funny that I thought I could plan that. And then this last week and a half, I picked up a project that I haven't. So I have a project I'm querying, and then the next project that I wrote is now going through revisions so that I can start querying that hopefully in the fall. Yeah. So
Good luck.
Thank you. Your turn.
Awesome. Yeah, and you're here on my channel. I'm Nia, the Vixen of Fiction. Of course, you can follow me on all the things. Everyone is linked below, by the way. So if you're not following somebody, go ahead and right-click and give them a follow. Ashley just started her YouTube channel.
Oh, I forgot.
That's another thing in June that she just did. So give her a follow. She's got a video up already.
I do. It was a lot of fun.
Oh gosh. My June was kind of crazy. It seemed like it flew by. I know I got a lot done, so I'm happy with my progress. I was a little bit exhausted, especially coming out of the Worldwide Write-a-thon. I was like, oh, just so tired. But I just was like, I also at the same time felt very motivated. So it's like, I'm kind of tired, but also I'm feeling very motivated. And a lot of good things are happening. So it's good. It's good. I just have to remember to take those breaks and rest and just not let myself get too overwhelmed. But overall, June went well. I think I hit all of my goals. I can't think of anything that I really wanted to get done that I didn't get done. And I made lots of plans for July. That is something else I did in June that I'm now like, when I see my July calendar, I'm like, okay.
That's why someone had to do all their graphics at once, because there ain't going to be time later on.
Yep. I did got all of my streams posted because I'm like, yeah, wow.
And here I am on July 1st, ready to put down some goals for July.
Yes. It's funny because the one thing I didn't do is I didn't do my NaNo goal. So I was like, oh, let me do that this morning really quick.
That's the only one I have ready. I know NaNo, but everything else is like
not being overwhelmed. This is a routine. Tell me your secret.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no, I got sucked into it right around the end of the Worldwide Write-a-thon. I was like so sleepy, so tired. No, but I did just take a little bit of time. Like I think that Monday, I don't know if people were streaming, but I was like laying down, just like chilling, like, yeah, we're getting things done with minimal movement though. Because I can't day nap. That is my problem. If I could day nap, that would be golden.
Yeah.
I just wish I could. I just can't.
I can't either.
Well, the most I can do is lay down and listen to an audiobook, but I have to have an audiobook because I won't go to sleep. If I just lay down, I'm thinking of all the things I'm not doing. So, which makes me get up and I don't feel rested. It's sadness.
Naps are medicine. Sorry, they don't work for you.
I wish that they did. I mean, I'm like always jealous of everybody who's like, I took a nap. I'm like, oh.
I'm too light sensitive. I can't sleep during the day.
Yeah. And I'm light sensitive even if I don't see the light. It's like I know the light is there.
I have everything that's electronic in my room that has a light. I have black tape over it because it will wake me up.
Wow.
Yes, we have to do
Yep.
that in our room too, because right over there is our room. So, and everything over here has a light on it, like the monitor has a little blinking light, and the light over here has a light that tells you I'm off. Like,
do you guys have
I know
traffic that goes by your house? Because I'm on a busy street here at my parents' house, and the traffic that goes by, it always mystified me as a kid. I would see the lights go the opposite direction as the way the car was going, and I'm like, but why? I still don't get it. So
Exactly. No, I live on a very quiet road, so I'm lucky there because I already hear everything when I'm sleeping, so that would just that would not be good.
I just have the garbage truck goes by.
there's like
At
6
anytime we are on stream, there's like a 90% chance that at one point I look up because the garbage truck is passing. But other than that,
We get people
Like
riding
never
by,
think.
like bumping their music, and usually 90% of the time it's bad. But sometimes people go by and they're singing to it, and I'm like, see, that's cool. I can get down with that. Just don't put
Yeah.
the fucking music so loud. Oh my gosh.
So funny. All right, let us go ahead. 'Cause we're almost 15 minutes in. We're going to go ahead and get into our first sprint.
yay!
Sweet.
And of course, it's not going to show because I have it minimized. So let me make it bigger.
Oh, how pretty!
Yeah,
Laura's timers.
Yep. Laura
like-
Nettles, guys. If you're not following her, follow. Oh, I know what it wants me to do. It wants me to do that. There we go. My thing is so finicky, I swear. All right, so we are going to sprint for 25 minutes, and then we'll be back, and we're going to talk about all of our July plans, all of the things. I'm very excited.
Yay.
All right, here we go.
Gonna go make some.
Yeah,
during-
do that. And then
No.
like I spent that sprint planning what I'm going to tell you guys I'm doing.
Smart.
we have notice. No excuses.
No excuses. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting, happy productivity, whatever that productivity is for you. All right, 25 minutes done. How did everybody do? How did your sprint go? Did you get things done?
I don't go first this time.
Okay, we'll go back this time. Ashley, we'll go reverse.
An attempt was made.
Effort.
So, for my picture book writing friends, today is First Draft Friday. It's the day when you try to write a draft of a picture book, like just your first sloppy first draft as quickly as possible over the course of just today, and then you check in and go, I did it. And then there's like a guest author who offers a critique. So if anybody else in the chat is also interested in beating their head against the wall as they try to start that story, come join me. So about 5 minutes in, I was like, I guess I'm going to go work on a video instead.
Oh.
I have like 12 open documents that have 2 sentences. And then I went, no, not that one. I don't know where that one's going.
Oh, no.
That one needs more time.
Oh, boy.
That's a cool thing. First Draft Friday. Cool.
Yeah, First Draft Friday.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too. So I thought I'd be able to go right into my writing because I have my outline done for my book. But I thought, no, I really need to go read what I wrote back in the beginning of June, or I think there was like June 18th or something, whenever the WWW was.
Mm-hmm.
So I reread over probably the last like 600 words or so, and then started writing, and I got 633 words done.
Hey,
Ooh.
good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. So on my sprints today, I've gone from Shannon's earlier sprints where I did some words, did some chores. I went to my sprints where I did admin for my author stuff. And then now my first one, I'm back to admin. So I did an email and trying to sort out who's going where for Sundays on StreamYard because I now have like extras of those. So I'm like trying to fit them in and like make sure everyone's set to go. So I was doing thumbnails, and that's why I asked that question in the chat if anyone wanted to pop that up about dates on thumbnails, because I'm considering doing that for the AWC thumbnail, and I had it on and I took it off and had it on again, and I'm like, what is the kingdom's opinion on dates on thumbnails? I don't know.
I always appreciate them.
Yeah.
Because when I'm scrolling, sometimes they'll pop up as the thumbnail. I'm like, ooh, I want to save that. And when I can see it on the thumbnail, I'm more likely to write it in my calendar.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it too, but I do understand what you said about your thumbnail being kind of full. I think you said something about it.
I always err on the side of too cluttered. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always like throwing more things, and like
you do put a lot of stuff in your thumbnails. So, but it might be just something worth trying out.
Yeah. I'm neutral. I do sometimes I don't. And it literally depends on how the thumbnail is looking. If the thumbnail's looking a little, because mine is also very busy. So, and I give myself a block. So if you notice, my thumbnails are very similar. Either I have this top corner or I have the block that kind of slashes down the middle. Once that's full, I'm like, okay, nothing else can go in there. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
limit.
smart.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So if there's space for the date and time, then I'll put it. But if there's not, then it's going to be right in the thing right underneath of it for sure. So that's how I work it. Because, I'm like, throw everything in there. Oh, no, that's too much. Take something out.
Thank you. Thank you for the poll, the unofficial poll.
Yeah. Speaking of polls, there is an official poll in there that we will discuss after we do, hopefully, 3 sprints.
Ooh.
So that is the goal. Carey's going to come on after our second sprint. And we just had our other guest co-host come, and I lost her. There she is. I got her back. Hi. To do some sprinting with us. How are you doing, JC?
I'm tired. Baby just left late, and it's really fun today.
So is this your first chance to get to sit down and try to get some work done, or were you able to get some done earlier? This is it. All right, we're gonna make it good, JC. We're gonna make it good. You're gonna get at least 2 sprints in, so don't bark, Loki. It's not about you right now. It's not about you. He's like, how dare?
Loki said it's always about him.
You are incorrect.
I did get my Loki vid posted if you guys want to see it. The longer version's on Instagram because YouTube makes us cut the reels really short. So let's see, where are we? So we got Margaret's question. Let's see. Carey says, I'm doing world building summer camp through the World Anvil instead of NaNo.
Oh,
the World Anvil camp is fun. Did it last year and was loads of fun. Yes. Yay. I hope it goes well. Let me know because I love World Anvil. I'm still learning it little by little. So I'm very excited for you, Carey. And Carey's gonna, I probably said this, but Carey's gonna come on after our next sprint. She's gonna tell us what she's got going on. I'm very excited.
yay.
Let's see. Jenna says July is so busy, Val renewal, which I hope you have a great time. Jenna's going to be gone for a bit. I think she said she might try to pop into people's chats, but for the most part, she's going to be off the YouTubes. And so no sprinting on Jenna's channel for a little bit. So very exciting. She's going to do some vlog video for us, I think, while she's gone. So that'll be cool. Yes, first visions and 24 people for. Wow.
I will
Very
mute.
cool. Oh, that's okay, Ashley. I'm like, I'm a mom of 4 and I have always had dogs. So I like literally tune that stuff out. I'm like, didn't even notice until you said something. All right. Carey's got the first World Anvil prompt done. Writer KSY got 455 words posted. And posted on TikTok. Awesome.
Yay, Katie.
Sid, thank you so much for the super sticker. Deidre says I'm going to be trying to write every day, but not doing camp officially.
Perfect.
Perfectly
I like
fine.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
I'm not
something,
official either.
there's something going around on Twitter right now where they were like, hey, instead of doing NaNo, try writing for 12 minutes a day. Just write for 12 minutes. And if you are able to, like, if you feel good, do another 12 minutes. And then if you're not, stop, but don't feel guilty that you only did 12 minutes is the other thing. Like, just a little bit of time. And you get there. Eventually, you still get your stuff done.
I don't know how successful don't feel guilty is when someone tells me that. You know?
I know.
Like, I'm better doing like a little positive thing, like just keep swimming. Just keep...
Dory. Oh, Dory.
All right, Loki is barking so much. There's something out the window that has his attention. You guys have seen the pictures. He does the standing up at the window thing. That's him right now. So I apologize.
Oh, sweet.
No.
So just let us know what your plans are.
We can just read through the chat if you want to scroll, and we can like be your voice while you're muted. I don't know.
We'll try that.
Hello, Esther. Nice to see you again today.
Hi, Esther. Big one is going a little slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
It works for her.
works
Yeah,
for
12
you.
minutes, my typical sprint. I vibe with this advice. Nice.
How long is your typical sprint? Like, if you're gonna do a sprint, how long do you feel? Do you like the longer ones, or do you appreciate a 12-minute sprint?
On the channel or like on my own?
Like it both, because they're different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
For my own, I like 25-minute sprints.
I was gonna say,
same.
25 minutes is my sweet spot.
Same.
But I prefer longer to shorter. So I don't mind the longer sprints, and I can just like break it up however way I want to.
That's what I like about a longer sprint, is that I can break it in half. And so for this half, I'm going to focus on doing this. And then I'm going to take a little break in the middle and then get back to it.
I do 20 or 25 minutes on my channel because that's easy with the flow of like mechanics that you have to do with the live stream. But on my own, it's 40 minutes is usually like a good session. And then I feel like, okay, I did my duty, you know?
Morgan says she's decided on no goals for July, which I think is a good thing to do if you're not, just trying to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. I've already decided that because I'm really pushing in July, that August is going to be like a calmer month. So
calm. What is
you're
calm?
on again, off again? Sounds good.
I'm Loki. What's
calm, Ashley?
Well, calm for me is not calm.
I was saying I don't know what calm means.
I don't know calm.
Yeah, I set my goal as something for camp. I set my goal as something I know I can do. So last time I set it for 10,000, which was way too low. So this time I set it for 15, just because I know I can write that many words. But I feel like there's not as much pressure, and the project that I work on is what I would be working on anyway for July. So that's how I do camp. It's my next project. It's the project I plan to do anyway. So I just call it my camp project. But even if there was no camp, it would just be what I'm working on. And I set a word count goal that I'm sure I can hit. So now if I don't, then
I didn't know what my word count rate was, except for during NaNo in November. And so I'm working on a blog post last sprint, whatever that was, my sprint, I guess, where I was calculating the word counts from all the different places and trying to figure out like what my actual rate was. And thanks to Tiffany setting me up with Notion, I actually have a good chunk of that, and it was surprising. So I think I had April was a go hard month, and then May and June were both like, so I think I'm like ready to go hard again this month. And I don't know that I'll put a number to it, but yeah, like write every day, make 500 words a day kind of thing.
Yeah. I really need to get on the Notion train.
So everybody's loving it. I'm like, okay.
It is so overwhelming because when you show up, like, you know how sometimes the blank page is overwhelming, and you're like, I just need to put something on it. That's what a Notion template is when you try to make your own. It's just like, this is. What do I put here?
Yeah.
It could be anything. And then I get nervous. So I either need to go through and look at some templates, or
you know what you need to do is go to Tiffany's channel.
I was just about to say that.
She's got a good stack of series. I was on there. She did like a special one with me for like a writing HQ, and it was so helpful.
Yes, please. Okay. That sounds exactly like.
Sign me up.
Yes.
Expert level. Yeah, she says working for me, and I'm like, yeah, but I fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see. Yeah, I'll talk about it later.
If anyone's doing the bingo, that was your Loki sighting. He's had this thing lately. He just turned a year old, and I don't know if he thinks he's a cat. I don't know, but he wants to climb higher. So everything is, he climbs up on us, and then he wants to just keep going. We're like, where are you going? There's nowhere else to climb.
Maybe he's telling you it's going to flood. Maybe that's one of those like, animals know before it happens.
Mom,
get to the higher ground.
Smart.
Oh yeah, I would love to learn Notion, so I need to get on that because everybody's using it. Who's using it is really saying that how much they're enjoying using it. So I'm like, okay.
I have no time to learn anything new, but
that's
August or September.
That is where I'm at, Shannon. I'm right there with you. I'm like, but when?
You have a tracker already, right? You already have like a system for tracking word count, so that's basically what I'm using it for.
Yeah.
Sandra, and I'm gonna have to like go back and subscribe because there's some new names I don't know. It says can't do sprints alone. Don't know why.
Oh, maybe he wants to be a goat because I do love goats. So maybe.
Do you like goats or do you like fainting goats?
I like the climbing goats. I really do. I love seeing the goats in the trees. It's just delights me.
Yes.
They're so fun to look at.
Just my son's therapist has a small dog. I don't remember what he is, but he likes to climb too, and he fell off the back of her couch and broke a leg.
Oh no!
Yeah. Be careful.
So when you were talking about Loki wanting to climb, that's the first thing I thought of.
Oh no, Loki! See, you have to be careful.
Yeah,
he leaps off of everything too. So yeah, you need to be careful, Loki. We can't do any broken bones.
Yes. No.
You're too precious.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh yeah.
I just subscribed. So I'm going to be over there. Very excited.
Woo-hoo. Yay. All right. So since we're going to talk about what Margaret and I are doing, and we're going to talk about what Shanon has going on, and then when we come back, we're going to let Carey come on and talk about what she's got going on, and then we're going to talk about our poll question after the third sprint. So Margaret and I will go first. And then Shanon will let you have the floor for a little bit. So Margaret and I are going to do Jane Austen July. It's my first time doing it. Have you done it before, Margaret?
Yes.
How was it?
I mean, it's good. When I participate in readathons, there's a list of prompts, and usually people are okay with you going, well, I did 3 out of 5. I did 2 out of 5. I got some books in, and then that allows you to go and talk to other people posting videos about the same topic. And that's all I'm really after. So.
Same. I like talking to people about them. So I'm like, yay, I'm going to now for at least a month have a group of people that I can talk about Jane Austen books and adaptations with. So I'm very excited. So we're going to go Wednesdays. The first one's going to be on my channel. We're going to do reading or writing or watching sprints. If you're going to be watching one of the adaptations, you can use the sprinting time to do that. And Margaret on her channel on the next 2 Wednesdays. So you're taking the second and third Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Margaret, what are you going to be doing?
Yes. So July 13th and 20th, we're going to be doing same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, flash fiction sprints. So in the spirit of building on the short stories that I've been doing that have been getting more and more out there, we're going to do some Jane Austen mashup prompts. I came up with a fun one. And so we'll just run it twice so that you can do different iterations and chat along the way. And, maybe I'll show up in costume or something. You never know. You never know what this
I might have my tea set.
Yes.
We'll see. Bring the tea set. Bring my Jane Austen t-shirt.
Yes. Definitely.
And mugs. Yes. We're going to have our mugs for sure.
Oh,
So
baby.
It'll be fun.
Oh, baby.
Thank you.
I was just gonna say, come to Gwenna's stream tonight, and you'll probably hear it, because that's her phrase.
Oh yeah. Ouch. Even got the ouch out there. All right, now the really exciting thing that's happening in just a couple weeks. It feels like it's so close now. Shanon, tell us about the writer conference. I'm so excited for this.
So the AuthorTube Writing Conference is, I don't know how much you want me to say.
Whatever you want.
Okay. So last year, I actually won a ticket to the 20 books to 50K conference. I won a ticket, which is it's like $300 and some. So I was like, yay. Yeah. And I looked at flight and, hotel, and it was going to be a couple thousand. And at that time, that's when our dog that we had, she was in the process of passing. But we were spending a lot of money to try and help her have as much of a life as possible and all the medication and everything to keep her the pain away, because she was having a lot of pain. And I thought, I don't want to spend a couple $1,000s for this. Plus, I'm totally introverted. And my girlfriend, who's gone every year, didn't go last year because she just had a baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm not spending that money. But so then I started thinking, well, I love the idea of a writing conference that's free. But have you guys ever gone to a free writing conference? They're like, hey, can I have your email address to sign up? And then you start getting a bunch of emails and they upsell you on stuff, right? So I was like, that's kind of the give and take of going to a free conference. I was like, what if we could have a free conference that's actually free, but it can benefit everybody? So it's free for participants. It's also, for those who are putting on a presentation, it could potentially help them as well, build their subscriber base, their fan base, find new people. And once, for those who are already monetized, maybe get some of that monetization going through. And for those who are not, help toward that monetization and one day be able to monetize. So that's where the idea came from. And I started thinking about it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. I need help. And so I was just actually met Jenna O'Malley not too long before that. And she said she was an English teacher. She talked about some conferences that she helped do with the teaching department and stuff. And I was like, hey, here's an idea I have. Do you want to join me? And so, yeah, so that's the idea. So I hope this is a conference to help everybody, those who want to be writers and or looking towards publishing. And that's any path in publishing, traditional or self-publishing. I really did wish that we had like more of self-publishing and traditional publishing, where a lot of our presentations are just about publishing. You can path or other, but I wish we had more that were specific. But we do have some that are very specific, and that's really great for those who are looking for those particular paths. And I'm really excited. And then Dale L. Roberts, he's our keynote speaker. At the time this was floating around in my head, I had a meeting with him where he was just giving me some tips on how to grow on YouTube and stuff. And I was like, hey, by the way, if I did this, would you be interested? I was like, I promise I didn't mean to pitch you. He was like, put something together and I'll think about it. And then we put together the AWC guide and sent that to him, and he signed on at that point. So it's been a really great endeavor. And I know I'm going to be like a ball of nerves that whole weekend because, something's going to go wrong. Somebody's presentation is not going to happen because technical issues or whatever. Something's not going to happen. But I hope it's going to be a great weekend for everybody to come to learn about writing and or publishing. We do have 2 different tracks, so you can look at our schedule on the AWC website. The AWC website is authortubewritingconference.com. And we do have a schedule button that will show you the full schedule for the day. And it's split up between the 2 tracks. And once we have all the links, which we're supposed to get all of them by July 9th, we'll get the 2 playlists set up so that you can choose a playlist to follow, or you can go back and forth. It's totally up to you what you want to do. But again, it is totally free. You don't have to sign up anywhere. And we do have a couple of presenters who are offering things during their live and or premiere, because these are either going to be live videos or premiere videos. And there will be a Q&A section for each presentation. So if you have any questions, you'll have an opportunity to ask questions of the people who are presenting. And watch out for our video tomorrow, because we'll tell you how you can enter giveaways. You'll have many chances to enter depending on what you want to do. And we have a lot of our giveaways are being sponsored by the people who are actually participating in the conference. So, yeah.
Did Dale come back with his topic after all the poll results, or are we still waiting?
Yes. No. He posted on his channel something about his books. How do I get my books noticed or something like that, or make more money with my books? I think it was like the lowest one on our poll, and I think it was one of the lowest ones on your poll, but I guess it was really high on his that he did.
Got it. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so, and he's actually donating 12 ebooks of one of his books and then 1 paperback to the conference.
Cool. Wow.
I'm excited. I'm going to be doing a 30-minute presentation and 10-minute Q&A. Just some tips on helping people who don't like to world build, who like to pants, just some tips to help them get that world building if they need it as they go. So yeah, I do it all. I love world building though. So I'm like, oh, this is something I think I can help some people. I was able to help my daughter. She just kept running into like dead ends, and she's like, I don't know where to go with this. And so I gave her some tips, and she's like, it worked. She was able to finish a story, and it was consistent because she does like this supernatural mystery. So she kept blocking herself in. She'd come up with this great story, and then she's like, oh, no, everyone's gonna die because
people in Hollywood.
Into a corner.
Okay.
We will be announcing the dates for next year's AWC on during the closing ceremony on Sunday. So, and that's actually when on the giveaway announcements will be as well. The winners. So.
All right. Are you guys ready for another sprint?
Yes.
I am ready. JC, I hope you're ready.
Yes.
Right, let me find my timer.
I had a comment on your comment and it forgot it, so I guess we'll just put it in the chat when it comes back.
Well, do you remember what it was?
No, not yet.
No. All right, yeah. Okay. When you remember, just pop it in there. That's fine. That's fine. All right, let me now. I really need to close more tabs. I closed a lot of tabs already. And there's just more. I'm like, where am I? There I am. Okay, so we are going to share it again. Nope. I'm telling you. It wants to be this way. It's fine. It's a little chaos. It's fine. All right. And the timer's already going. Of course it is.
Sounds about
No
right.
worries.
Okay.
No worries. So 24 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's go. Let's sprint. Woo! All right. How did everybody do? We picked up a Carey.
Hi, Carey.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that Carey is here. You can hang out with us for a while if you have time, Carey, but Carey is here especially for something very cool that's about to happen. What's happening, Carey?
I am releasing the first volume of my memoir journal that I've had on Kindle Vella, and it's called Misadventures of a Mom Author. Here's my proof copy. Charlie Dorset helped me fix up the cover and make it look awesome.
It does look awesome.
I'm super excited. It's going to be it's going to go on sale August 9th, which has special significance. It is my first book that I'm releasing into the world, but it was also would have been my dad's 70th birthday.
Oh my
God.
So definitely a special day. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. So how long did you have it on Vella? Did you complete it as a Vella and then felt like, okay, it's ready now?
I started writing it actually at the beginning of last year with the intent of publishing it like this. And then I heard Vella was a thing. So I started it on Vella. And then when I got to 50 episodes, I compiled that. And I plan on doing that yeah, every so often.
Power.
Yeah. So was it completed? Did you feel like, okay, this is it? It felt like that was how you wanted it?
It happened to line up with the release of another project on Vella. So I have a fantasy adventure story up there now. And I've got volume 2 of these up now.
Oh wow.
And it's just I keep going. I'm just documenting life with trying to have a writing career and parenting a 3-year-old and having a part-time job and global plague and disaster, dumpster fire, everything. So
oh my gosh, that is so cool. So it's all being documented, and then I guess after you get to so many, you can compile a new book. Oh, I love that idea.
That's very cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, which is good for my international friends because I don't think Kindle Vella is still available outside of the U.S. and it's been up for a year.
Oh man!
If somebody knows differently, let me know. But I don't think it's still available outside of the U.S.
Yeah, I don't.
What's the name that you publish under?
My name.
I'm sure it's not Carey H. So
it's Carey Hardisky.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have Carey linked down below her link tree, so you can find the book. You can find all of her things, her IG. Her little peanut is so adorable. He is the sweetest. So before we go we're going to do one more sprint, but before we get to our last sprint, I had a poll question. Speaking of all of the pressures that we're under, trying to do the whole writer thing, do you feel pressure to publish quickly? Like, have you felt that pressure? Because I will start and say that I think I did when I first got on the author tube, because I had parts of my story kind of already out there. So I thought, it'll be really easy. I'll just snatch them all up and I'll compile them and it's going to be great. And then I was like, it's not actually flowing. Like, each individual part of the story is good, but I didn't really have it all put together very smoothly to where it could be like a novel or be a comic, and I wanted it to be all these things. And so I was like, I want to do it now. And just that feeling that no, you need to take your time and make sure it's the right way, that it's the way you want it to be. So that took me a while to get to that point, because I think at first I felt like every month, like I've still not got it published. I still don't have it published. To where I'm like, no, I'm just not going to publish it until it's the way I want it. And I'm going to be happy with that and just continue to make progress. So yeah, I feel like I felt it in the beginning more than I do now. Now that I can see more of how I want it to be, I feel a little bit more. I can sit back and relax and not worry about I need to be published publicly now. You know? Because some of you are already published.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I always forget about that short story that was mentioned.
Yeah. And I to give a little longer answer to the publishing question, like I said, yes, I do feel the pressure to publish quickly, but obviously I'm not doing it. So it's just like a magma or whatever that's just like squashing down on me and making me feel worse and worse as time goes by. And I'm just like,
no, the more pressure happens, the more of a diamond it'll be once you have it out.
There you go.
I definitely gave into like the toxic productivity and stuff when I first started. And then I went through everything I went through with my daughter. Very long story short, she was born 11 weeks premature, spent 3.5 months in a NICU. So it's a lot of back and forth to the hospital.
Yeah.
And still trying to do all the things. I ended up hospitalized because I was dehydrated and overstressed. I was on IV fluids for 24 hours. So when I almost broke myself, that was like, okay, step back.
Nia, when you say pressure, do you mean from yourself or from the community?
Probably more myself, but also
the industry.
Just like it feels like everything's going so fast.
I was going to say I feel pressure from myself, not the industry or anybody in the community, but it's more of, I know I have all these books finished. I want to see them out there. So it's more me pressuring myself.
Yeah. Especially when you have, like, I've got like 3 or 4 things that I feel like are so close to being done. And one of them is my big project. I feel like it's so close, but it's not there yet. But then you like, I personally, I love hearing when other people publish. Something about it just gets me very excited. So I don't feel like it's pressure from the community, because I feel like like with Carey's book, as soon as someone tells, and same thing with Shanon, as soon as I hear someone's published, I'm like, just tell me all about it, and I just want to, just get it out there.
I actually started a page in my bullet journal of like friends' books, a special TBR page.
That's awesome.
Other tuber friends. And
that's exciting. I feel like something about that really excites me. So I feel like the pressure was me. Like, why am I not doing this yet? Why is it taking me so long? Am I trying to make it too perfect, or am I actually messing it up, by nitpicking it so much that I'm tearing it apart? So all the pressure that I felt was more me pressure, not so much anybody else, because the community, at least the corner of the community that I hang out in, is pretty awesome. You guys are all great.
Perfectionist.
And we were talking about this earlier, Margaret, when we were on I think Adrian's chat, maybe it was in Shannon's, how we all are so different. Like I used to be very, very the numbers matter, the schedule matters, and then I got older and had lots of kids and saw how different they are, and I'm like, I don't have to be this way. What happens if I relax a little? So I as the years have gone by, I've ebbed and flowed from that. So I understand people who are like, I need the numbers, I need to see the numbers, I need to see those goals. And then I understand also people that just need to feel like I just accomplished something for the day.
Right.
But if they feel like they didn't get a number, then they will feel bad. So I understand how everyone is so different, and just that not wanting to judge anybody for how they learn and how they grow and how they create, because we're all creators. We all create very differently. And just, I feel like our corner is very accepting of the fact that everyone's different, you know?
Yeah.
And I really like that. So just the AuthorTube part of it has been fantastic.
Yeah.
As AuthorTube, so the world, hopefully. Right? Eventually.
From your lips.
Chandra's working today. She's
Hi,
one of the
Chandra.
ones we rotate channels to do the writer's wrap up so that we can make sure we do this every month. And Chandra is working today.
I was finally going to get to meet her today. And Sarah Cahill. I was like,
You haven't met her before?
Oh, no.
Or Sarah Cahill, and I'm dying to.
Oh my gosh.
Well, next time when one of them are hosting, I'll have to tell them to see if you're available when one of them are hosting.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like, if it's like on a Thursday or something like that I can't do, then one of them will do it on their channel. So we have it so that we can rotate around because we're all so busy. Ooh, Christina.
I don't feel a lot of pressure to publish, but I do feel like, because I'm going towards traditional publishing, I feel a lot of pressure to get things ready to query. Like I feel like I'm constantly, okay, I got to get this ready to query, and I got to get this.
And like, where's that line, right? Like,
yeah, and a lot of it is self pressure because at the same time I'm like, I don't want to query. What if they say no?
Yeah.
So there's like the pressure of getting it ready to query, and then the pressure of being like, oh no.
Well, if you got in your head they're going to say no, it might be better. I approach it from the negative side. When I was querying, I was like, they're going to say no, so then I'll be surprised if one says yes.
Yeah. I'm going to have to query probably for the middle grade portion of the work that I want to do, because Barrett was talking about this earlier, how you have to know where your market's going to be. So there's some things that, yes, I can do indie, but there aren't a lot of like elementary and middle schoolers buying your books off of from AuthorTube or off of or indie from any indie places. Right. So it's like, I have to keep all of these things in mind.
The people that are most likely to publish a middle grade book would be, teachers and librarians and parents. So, and that they usually head towards the bookstore.
Exactly.
That's just how it is right now.
So
for me, I put sometimes on your poll because mine was like my first book, Blood of the Lily, I published in November. I had finished it the November before. So it was done for a whole year. But I knew that I wanted to be able to publish the whole series quickly because I felt that was better for the industry. So I wanted to be so far along in my writing before I publish it. So I felt that pressure to hurry up and publish it, especially when things held me up with the third book. And I was like, I had a lot of pressure. Like, I got to get this done. So like right now I feel no pressure. I'd say no. There's a little bit of pressure because like I should publish something, whether short story or something, to keep my audience still have me in their mind. And that's why I think I'm going to do a Kindle Vella in August. But for my next series, again, I'm not going to worry about publishing it until it's almost all done.
Rapid release,
yeah. That way you can rapid release. I love that. There's so many different ways to put your books into the world. I think it's so cool. Like Kindle Vella, indie pub, self pub, and then traditional publishing. There's like so many ways to share our stories. I think it's so cool.
I love that too. Because I feel like we're getting more, and they're like, we're not that people, kind of like you were limited years and years ago. Mm-hmm. You were only going to get what, the industry was putting out there. But now we have so much more access, and people who couldn't get traditionally published back in the day, they can get published now by doing it themselves and, put their work out there. I just love that. I'm all about more. I'm like, give more. So it makes me happy. Carey, you want to hang out with us while we do one more sprint?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay.
All right. Let me get my timer.
Richard's
here. Hey. They were doing the flash fiction with Adrian. Was it on Adrian's channel this time? I just see you guys and I click on it. It was on Martin's channel. Yeah. they're a riot. I had such a good time watching them. And Barrett's like, "Don't you have a stream?" I'm like, "Yeah. Don't worry. I'm watching you guys right now. It's cool." All right, let me find it. And we're gonna start it.
I like this
25
collection of
minutes.
suggested videos here.
Yeah.
You got
Like
my
Andrew Garfield reads great books.
Right.
Caught my eye.
Tell me more.
Hopefully YouTube is offering me some good things. All right, guys. 24 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's go.
It's a nice last sprint.
That one really fast.
That one went really fast.
15 minutes went fast. In the chat, let me know how you guys did, and I'll start. I got words. I got 228 words, but I also went and got something to eat, so that is perfectly fine for that sprint. Who wants to start? We want to go down and around or over and around with Margaret?
Margaret.
I'll start.
Margaret.
Just throw me under the bus, JC. Thank you. So what did I do during that one? I don't even remember because my laptop ran out of juice, and so I had to put it back on the cord. I put down a couple goals. I think I did a couple like background admin things, and then I had the cat, so I had to sit with the cat. And then I had 8 minutes left, and I was like, well, I'm not going to do anything in 8 minutes. My brain is turned off, so I read my book.
There you go. That is productive. I love it.
I like a balance. I like a lot of small dishes.
Yes.
So I was happy that I got tons of writing done since I haven't written since sometime in June. And I got 1,422 words that sprint for a total of 3,075 for the stream. So I'm happy.
My goodness, that's awesome. So I finished my very rough first draft. The beginning feels like maybe it was something, and then by the end I was like, and then there's an ending, and I can come back and fix it later. But the point is that I know how it ends, which is like, half the battle. So I did that, and then I worked on getting a video uploaded for patrons of my Patreon.
Nice.
So video editing is terrifying and stressful, and I don't know how people who do AuthorTube regularly. Okay, so wait a second. Hold on. I'm doing. So I'm doing music videos, right? And but there's not a really good way to line up the mixed audio with the video that I took of us doing the recording. So I'm videoing us. The thing that you're seeing is right now the video. Like that's us recording. So anything you see on screen at the moment is the take we did recording, but getting it lined up and get it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the reason why Margaret does a lot of lives. Wait, that way. Less editing.
Yeah.
Less editing.
It's not
lives are better.
But
yeah. I'd say lives are better because usually whatever is out there, that's it. It's done. When I do any type of video, I literally will just edit myself to pieces.
That's exactly the reason I prefer editing.
I can cut so much time off of my videos, cutting out ums and long pauses, and
but I don't have any of those with a 3-minute song. But what I do have is 8 or 10 videos of like every take that I have to go through and be like, okay, which one of these lines up? And then you have to line it up and see like, okay, this one lines up for half of it, but then the other take is the other half. Oh no. And like, if you do both background vocals, you're lining up the word "ah." Friends,
I can't tell what you're talking about, so I have to wait for the finished product.
It's like if you've ever seen someone doing a live, but they're doing background, like there's lip syncing.
Yeah,
you can tell that's what she's kind of what you're talking about, right?
But
you're
I'm not lip syncing.
It's really you doing it.
It's really me doing it.
Line it up.
But trying to line the video of me really doing it with the video, if I don't get it just right, it looks like I'm lip syncing. And I'm like, I worked too hard on this for it to be as this much off. So it's just real stressful.
So if it's a song you're making your way through and you've got multiple takes, but it's a music video, I would say take a lesson from sewing and put like a patch in the middle so that it breaks it up and you don't overlap and have that happen, but don't like You know?
Oh
Just,
yeah,
like, like a, I don't
so
know.
I've got the video of my husband playing bass, and I've got a video of me playing the keys, and every video is the take that we used. So shuffling through all of those, and then getting them all lined up, and then being like, okay, which clip do I want to feature in each little? It's just a whole thing. It's a lot of fun, but there's a reason there's only going to be like one every month.
Is it like the video that's on your channel right now?
Yes. So
Okay.
that's the first video that we did. And those takes, now I will tell you, one of those is lip synced. It's pretty, to me, it's pretty obvious which one, but that's because the video disappeared. And so I went to edit it, and I was like, I'm going to have to re-record the audio. I will not be doing that.
Yeah.
So one of those takes is lip synced, but everything else in the new video is really real.
Yeah.
One of them is real. JC, how did you do?
I pulled up a brand new document to start my second draft, and then immediately I realized that I needed to look something up, and then I needed to figure out how to describe something, and I'm terrible at description. So I closed said document and said that I would get back to it later when my creative hour strikes, because I'm more creative at night anyway. So that's what I'm trying to write earlier. So I just read something. Did some reading.
Margaret.
The lack of descriptions is such a mood. I'm going through line edits for my urban fantasy, and I went through like all of the additions, deletion suggestions from my editor friend, and now I'm going through his comments, and so much of it is describe this better. What does this look like? What is she wearing? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, see, the main character in the opening scene, she's in a bridal shop trying on wedding dresses. So I was like, oh, shoot. I need to go figure out, because I wanted her to describe the wedding dress that she was looking at herself in the mirror in. And so then I found a wedding dress on Pinterest, and I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to describe this? I have no idea.
One of his comments was like describing the smell of a bonfire. I'm like, it smells like a bonfire.
Yeah.
How am I supposed
JC, you can start by the neckline, because usually dresses have certain types of necklines. There's different names for them.
And a long or short hem. Or
I don't know what those names are.
Mermaid style or ball gown style.
Yeah.
I think
it's got glitter or embroidery, lace.
It's a deep V-neck, and it's sleeveless, and it's a lot of frilly. You know what? I don't know.
So
you have it
the sleeveless V-neck.
Yeah.
Look, you're doing it.
Yeah, that is it.
You're doing it.
Peter, you're doing
it. Just stop. It's the opening scene. It's the opening scene of the novel. It's got to sound a little better than that.
Write them all down, then clean them up.
The V-neck show like a little too much skin if it's deep. Yeah. So maybe she's thinking something wrong. I don't know. That's scandalous opening.
You got a color?
No.
You got a material?
Scandalous.
Well, it was just an idea for a beginning.
It's cleavage.
Yeah. She might be Ashley. If she's not used to like showing her cleavage, it could be scandalous for her.
Yeah.
Well, she's more so thinking about, I really don't know if I really want to marry this man. That's more of what she's thinking. So she's
okay.
Does she hate the dress?
She doesn't hate the dress. She's just unsure about the marriage that she's about to get into.
See,
so her thoughts are more. I mean, she's standing there looking at herself in this beautiful dress. And I wanted her to describe the dress because it's a dress that you should look at yourself and be happy about.
And be excited about
getting married.
But it's not working.
But she's not.
It sounds like it's going to be a good opening.
See, when I am stressed out about a situation or a person and or an event that's coming up, I will find something wrong with every outfit that exists.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how pretty the dress is.
And that's what I was thinking.
Like, nope, this one doesn't work.
she could
Can't
point out
go.
parts of the dress that like, okay, he would like that, but maybe I don't like that. Maybe I don't like him, or not like him, but be unsure about. So it could be like a metaphor for the way she's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
She zooms in on the one thing of the dress that makes it wrong. And she adds it to the pile of the other 80 dresses that she's tried on.
Like
and that exasperated lady is just like, I will give you this dress for free if you will just stop. Just get out.
I think I might could work with that.
Yeah.
Thoughts for later.
And Sako joined.
When the creative mood.
Yes.
Yeah, when the creative mix hits. Yeah.
Yes.
My spider friend is back as well.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Spider's going very fast.
All right. Does everybody feel good about where they're at? I know, JC, you didn't get as much work done as you wanted to get, but you did get some reading done. So hopefully that helps, get you in your relax, no more kid to watch. It's your time now.
Oh, Lord Jesus, thank you. I love that kid, but by the end of the week, I'm just exhausted. And he was really extremely fussy today. And I was just like, I don't know what your parents did to you, but it's not my fault. I mean, you love me, remember? This is not how we do here. What's wrong?
Oh gosh. Well, it's your time now, and we've got a lot of streams tonight. We have our friend Gwenna is going to be streaming for the first time tonight, so I'm very excited about that. So if you guys are hanging out on YouTube, I don't know if I've got somebody with a wrench who
that is Savion. Savion is at 7.
And Savion's before that, and then Savion's going to try and raid her. Savion can't raid, but he'll drop a link.
Yeah.
So follow Savion. Savion needs more followers. Also, follow
Gwenna the winner.
Gwenna, she's brand new channel, so she needs more followers. So follow everybody. Follow everybody. I've got link down here, so we can get everybody's channels up. And we can do that by supporting each other. Michael C.B. Chen is doing Writertown Garlosia. I think I'm saying that right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we've got Laura Nettles is going to be doing, I think, a couple of streams maybe. Phoebe Woods is going to be doing some. Barrett's got one. Grayson, myself, The Naked Firefly, Truly Tash. So we're going to have a great time authoring Sophie, writing Violet, Zara. We're going to have a great time. So,
Shan, are you glad we already got ours done?
Yeah. Although next weekend I'm part of the 30-hour write-a-thon with Anne, Sophie, and Celeste.
Yes.
Nice.
So
camp is such a good time to get to find new AuthorTube people and Twitch streamers that are doing productivity sprints and find a writing community. This is like the camp months are so good for that. So.
Yes, it really is. I meet so many people during these, so I'm excited.
Especially because AuthorTube community is like really like just because you know these people are here doesn't mean you know those people over there. So you get to find all the little pockets everywhere, which is really
That's always
we
cool.
do. Yeah.
And then again, Margaret and I are going to be doing Wednesdays at 4 p.m. I'm so excited for Jane Austen. I will be reading and talking about Jane Austen and doing some little fun things and some flash fiction on your channel, which I'm excited. I'm terrible at flash fiction, but I always keep jumping in and doing it. I'm so bad at it. But someone was saying the more you do it, the easier it gets. Practice. So
are you sure?
Yes.
I don't
and
know.
We will
in theory.
Yes, we will be putting in polling questions involving your favorite rake and your favorite Regency house, etc., etc.
Yes.
So if you would enjoy that, please come join us. Wednesdays, writing Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. And then I'm bringing back the night write for camp. I don't know how long we're going to do it, but we're definitely going to do it for camp. So 7 p.m. on Tuesday, night write is back. I write well at night also, because once I have all of my day stuff done, then I don't have to worry about the other things. Like when I try to write early in the day, I'm always thinking about all of the other things I've got to get done. So by the afternoon, I've got everything done, so I can literally just focus on writing or drawing, which is why it's easier for me to write the later in the day.
It's funny.
So I'm excited to be bringing back the Night Write. And I'll be on with JC on Wednesdays after Margaret. So there's so much going on, so many people streaming. Find somebody, make a friend.
We're all lovely people.
Yes. I think we have a good corner over here. Everybody's very nice. We're all different, and we're all just like, we don't care. We like each other. It's fine. So let's go ahead and do outros. We'll start with Margaret, and we'll work our way around. Yeah, Margaret, I'm starting with you.
She's like,
Hey, everybody. My name is Margaret Pinard. I have a YouTube channel that is my primary and favorite way to interact with our readers and other writers. Pinard is like Captain Picard from the Starship Enterprise. So there you go. I write historical fiction. I've got 5 books published out there that you can dive into. They're 19th century British Empire social historical underdog stories. So if that's your thing, definitely dive in. It's a busy weekend of July, so I will be seeing all of y'all around at regular booktube videos, authortube videos, and definitely the AWC.
And I'm Shanon. I write under the pen name SC Huston. You can find my channel under SC Huston. And I always say Margaret's last name wrong, so actually, I'm not going to say it, but yeah, she's awesome. Guys, go follow her channel. And she also does, she's the queen of books you never heard of. So I always learn new things to read from her channel. And I have a growing TBR from that. But yes, the AWC is coming up in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, it's so close. So please come support everybody who is presenting and show some love around the AuthorTube community.
Hi, I'm Ashley B. Pedigo. I write middle grade novels, and I am technically on YouTube, but with music. And then on Twitch, I host productivity sprints, where you can write or you can fold socks, and you're welcome, no matter what you're doing. Is something in between then there, like, yeah. And I also have way too many hobbies. I talk about them over on Instagram. Right now I'm still sock knitting, but I'm about to start a sweater, and the paper stuff is coming back. I've already got my kitchen set up to make more paper again. So
Ooh, cool.
Yes, but I can't say anything about that because that's a big might. So wink, wink. Oh, Mary did it too.
We're gonna be tugging at her. We're tugging at you, Ashley. Come on,
join us.
One of us. Okay.
I'm author JC. I have 2 books: The Diary Succession of Lies and The Art of Love Poetry Collection. I have a channel. I do writing vlogs and masterclass review videos, editing blog. I do lots of things over there. And oh my gosh, I do streams on Wednesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Sometimes near the fall, we'll be starting an AuthorTube trivia night on my channel. So look out for that. And yeah, I don't have anything else, Carey.
Hi, I'm Carey Hardisky. I'm a fantasy writer and a domestic hot mess, which is mostly stay-at-home mom. And I live in Cleveland. I have a YouTube and a Twitch that are both sadly lacking. I'm on Ko-fi and a whole bunch of social medias, and my link tree is where you can see all that.
Yep. Show us the book one more time, Carey.
Yeah.
We're so happy for you. Yay.
Yay.
Awesome. And you're here on my channel. I'm Nia, the Vixen of Fiction. Thank you so much for joining us for the Writers Wrap Up. We will be doing it again at the end of July. I don't know whose channel it's going to be on, but stay tuned. See us around the YouTubes, and we will keep you posted. I had a great time. Thank you guys for joining me, and thank you everybody in the chat who hung out with us. We will see you all next time. Let me find my things and
Bye.
bye.